pleased with it, and it completely failed. Oh, yes, we see activity. Good, good, good. I'll just mute that. And that's fabulous. Very good. Okay, so we are mining. It's not that fascinating, I know. I'm gonna show you how I go about not getting lost in an abandoned mine shaft. And there's actually, I think it's 3 shafts in one. This is shaft number 2 that I've cleared out a significant portion. But I think I've only got about 20-25% of the entire mine so far. Early on in the mining process, I actually got lost. I got lost over here. I was over here and I could not find my way back to the entrance, which you can now kind of see over there. It's kind of lost in the distance right now. There's actually a distance fog going on. That's new. Yeah, so I actually had to move. There it is. That's the entrance. I actually had to move all manner of material out of here to create this wide open space. I settled in and stayed lost for 2 weeks at this end of the mine, just clearing and searching and waiting and hoping. And boy, did I ever clear a lot of mine. And as you can see, I still have plenty left to clear. Plenty in any and all directions. I just settle in and I grab my tools and away I go. Whoops. Using an axe on stone. That's really dumb. This is a really lovely axe. The axe, let's see now. The axe has sharpness 3, unbreaking 3, silk touch 1, mending 1. The pickaxe, fortune 2, unbreaking 3, efficiency 4, and mending 1. So, for instance, if I smelt all my cobble, then I hold whichever one of these needs mending in my hand while I take the smelted material, and iron and gold as well, anything I've smelted, while I take the stuff out of the furnace, and the XP from the furnace will go into the tool. Also, if I can switch to the axe quickly enough after pulling some XP from some coal or whatever else, then I can actually heal the axe that way too. See? There, it went. And then the pickaxe actually took a little damage instead. There we go, the pickaxe is healed. And now we're back to healing the axe. Oh, it is too much trouble. I prefer to use the axe to kill animals or hold it when I'm pulling smelted material. It works better that way. And this is how you get lost in an abandoned mine shaft. Chasing ores without removing any of the surrounding material. Going up and down levels without paying attention to direction or leaving any kind of a trail. Before long, you're so hopelessly lost that it really is a multi-day prospect to get back out again. It's kind of funny, really. But I've just emptied my pockets and I'm ready for a session, so I figure I would love to do a Q&A with folks, but unfortunately I don't have audience participation to get the questions. But that doesn't mean it can't change, especially if I ask you right now, put some questions in the comment field and I will do one of these and I will answer questions. Everybody else does it and people seem to like it. I watch it, I like it. So go ahead. Oh, did you see the green? Now those green little dealies, those are the XP. There, that one took to the axe. It's too hard to get the axe in play, and then the pickaxe takes damage, and it's like, oh. What I need to do is get out of the mine, go upstairs, and go kill a few cows. Let's do that before I get utterly lost in here. Pardon me. I get a lot of tickles in my throat. A lot, a lot, a lot. It's annoying. Yep. Okay, we're back into some cleared space. And that's one of the other advantages of clearing space. When you see areas where the mine is completely cleared out, you know you're closer to home. And eventually you'll get to a spot where the stone walls are also cleared and you can find what you're looking for. My goodness. Oh yeah, I had to come down. I came down a few times. What? Oh, I think if I go up here, I'll get to the home level. No, I won't. I'm on the wrong side of this rift. I think, though, that I need to be on that side of it. I think that's home in that direction. Yes! Look, here's my secondary base, and now I can go back to the main base, and that takes me out and up, where I can go kill some squid in the water or something to regenerate my axe and my pickaxe. Or maybe just by taking cobble out of the stoves, I will get enough, because there's a lot of cobble in these stoves. Let's see. Oh, you need some of this. Well, hang on. Let's pull it all together. All of the unburnt stuff. Nothing? Did I already... I emptied these all? Oh, woe is me. Oh, wait. There's one. You don't get XP from a single. Nor even from two. Alas, alack. My parrot thinks that's funny. He's laughing at me. Well, there you go. I can load one of these anyway. Let's load that one. And we'll give it one of these. And I just remembered what I was going to do before I logged off earlier. Let's build a portal. Now let me see. Do I have some flint still? I do. So I've got a flint. And I just need to make a flint and steel, right? Here we go. One flint and steel. Now where shall we build the portal? Down here? Why not? Let's do it. Sorry. That must sound awful. I'm gonna have to edit that out of the final. How about right here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in a cave system. I don't need to omit the corners to save on obsidian. Neither am I gonna build a fancy one with a lot of extra obsidian, though. There we go. Oh. The tool isn't in my inventory, in my hotbar. There we go. Oh, look what I did. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? Dirt. Dirt will solve this problem. Put it in place of the shears because I'm not using them. I think I'll pile up. There we go. Dirt. I really only needed one more. Bingo! Let's go to the Nether. Oh, how interesting. So what I've just done is taken myself home, technically, because this is my home portal. So that mine is still close enough to my home portal that a portal there takes me home. Now, here I am home, see? I shall have to take the train back to the mine. That's really funny. All right, let's do it. You can see the skyline of my city as we go. It's quite beautiful. One minecart, thank you. And while I'm here, why don't I just unload some stuff that I'm... Oh, nope, nope, nope. I want to keep that. But I would be unloading these for sure. I unload some of this coal. And make a little more. I will unload the obsidian as well. Oh, I see. I'm having trouble with the flint and steel. Okay, I'm going to take that back with me. Oh, my heavens. Look at how much coal I have yet to finish. Oh, look. I can re-energize my axe with this iron. Wonderful. Now, I wanted to make a bunch more coal blocks. There. That's much tidier. Because you know there's going to be a lot of coal in my future here. And I need to make some iron blocks because there's far more iron than I need now. 16 is plenty because I'm going to a place of plenty. And that can go up. So there you go. I'll just get this in my hotbar and we'll head on out to the mine. Nighttime is such a lovely time to see the city, don't you think? Isn't it just beautiful at night? Okay, I like to go past this switch that's turned off. And when I get here, then we can just go ahead and stare at that beautiful city. Oh! My samurai castle on the hill. My skyscrapers. A few high-rises and some just tall. Ah, I love it. And it's going lost behind the trees. Need to get some estates set up over here on these hills. You know, fancy mansions with gardens. But someone here has to have a tennis court at some point. Because when I was a kid, having a tennis court was a signature of a wealthy property. Having a swimming pool, well, that was just Hugh Hefner level multimillionaire. Ordinary rich bourgeoisie, they got a tennis court. Pools now have replaced most of those tennis courts because people would much rather cool down than get sweaty. And a tennis court, I tried playing tennis at my cousins had a tennis court. And it was part of their apartment building. And they used to go out and play tennis. So I tried it once. I couldn't see the ball coming. It was too small. My vision just wasn't up to the job. Oh dear. Oh darn. Well, that's unfortunate. Where did that cart come from? I will tell you. That cart left the mine and traveled until it reached a point where my computer my Xbox no longer paid attention to its data. It exited my chunk, as we say. Then I returned via the Nether, bypassing the chunk in which that cart existed, so that the cart... Whee! So that this cart wound up sitting there in its unloaded chunk. Oh, I'm trying to... I want to take out the one cart, and they just keep hitting this power rails. That one, I want to take it out. Let's try. Okay, now somehow we've managed to get the two mixed up. I don't know. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Lost, it's lost. Well, yeah, I was talking about chunk loading. So it wasn't until I was coming back on the train that I finally entered the same chunk that loaded cart occupied and activated it. And then I bumped it because it was heading in my direction until my cart hit it and sent it back here. And now what it's going to do is my cart is going to reach the edge of the chunks and sit there, being an obstacle directly one block past the edge of where everything ends. The computer will remember that obstacle there. And every time the loaded cart rolls all the way up the train track to it, it will bounce off the back of that now immovable unloaded cart that the computer remembers is there but isn't keeping track of. So it's just statically there. And my cart's going to be bouncing off of it, off of that empty cart, and coming back down and bouncing off this cart and going back up. And it can do a loop like that. Oh, now we have 3 carts that may be doing loop bounces off of the edge of the chunk and maybe coming down. So that's kind of amusing. And this, unfortunately, well, it's kind of handy for getting home in a hurry. It won't get me back out here quickly, but it'll get me home quickly. And that can be useful. And so, oh my, I really want to mine someplace I haven't been. But at the same time, I really recognize that I need to start clearing more stuff. So this is a mining grind. I live with an African gray parrot. He's called a Timney African gray. He's smaller in stature than the Congo African gray, and his tail is a gothic dark red, and his plumage is a much darker gray overall. But where the Congo African gray has a black beak, the Timney African beak is a two-tone with flesh tone, well, like pale skin tone, or what do they call that? Alabaster? I don't know. It's kind of pinkish across the top, sort of a non-colored part, and then black all around the edges of the beak. Now, as far as the African greys themselves are concerned, the difference is one of racial characteristics. It's like, well, yeah, he's from Congo, and he's from... Why did you call him Timney? I never did find out why they call him Timney, actually. But it doesn't mean that they can't mate and find each other attractive and have offspring. They're called subspecies because they're only species insofar as they cannot connect in the wild naturally, and in fact they do have interlocking ranges in some places. So Sam is, we estimate, over 40 years old. He can live to be 60, so he's going to be with us a while yet. And he was brought here from Africa in the early 80s. Now the end date for importing them was 1982. And that is also the year that his wristband was sold to an importer. So it's a fair bet that he was an adult in 1982. Which means he was already, at least in his first year of life, in 1982, could have been an adult. So we really don't know his age, and we really cannot guesstimate how long he'll live. And he's got a lot of PTSD, and it involves human beings more than anything. So it's not easy for him to continue to be captured by this animal that's given him so much shock and trauma. You know what? My spouse is coming home and the place is about to get very noisy, so I'm going to end this broadcast here. 20 minutes, and yeah, that was Mining with Joe. Anarchist? Take your pick. Bye.